So, the hidden truth and the hidden science organizations joined together to put on an event called Black Love. And I, SisDr, did a presentation called Black Love Revealed, the essence, the sequence, the presence, and the reverence of Black Love Revealed on the 15th of February 2025. And I promised to give a copy of my presentation to everyone who was present. And actually, I'm extending it out further. I really look forward to hearing your feedback, and I pray that the energy of Black Love meets you wherever you are listening to this presentation. Are you ready? Yeah. So Black Love is something we don't just do in February, we do it all year round, 24/7, everywhere, anyhow, anytime, any place. So, get your pen, your paper, and any other thing that you need to make sure you capture your response to the things you're going to hear about in this presentation called The Essence, the Sequence, the Presence, and Reverence of Black Love Revealed. Make sure you have everything you need. We're going to be together for about 18 minutes or so. So what are the objectives? And who am I? I am SisDr. And what is Black Love? Well, it's a phenomena. And we're going to talk about your frown, your crown. We're going to talk about the language. We're going to talk about the nature. We're going to talk about Black love in lots of different ways. So I'm an African woman. I'm a professional, but I'm much more than that. I am love. You are love. We are love. Let's not be restricted by the definitions that we are given. All that we are is all that we are. And if you want to reach me after listening to this presentation, well, you can reach me on several platforms: Instagram, Facebook, website. Use your phone and take a copy of this QR code to learn more about who I am. And let's talk about the phenomena. Black love is a force transcending everything, socially, sexually, sensually, and everything. It's not that sugar-coated fairy tale that you see in Hollywood. It's raw, it's visceral, it's multidimensional, and it lives in the soul, not just in your body. It's a love that rises from struggle. And it's not just for you to survive, but to thrive. Because despite everything, we thrive anyway. So yeah, like I said, it's sensual and sexual and it's everything. And don't mistake it for what's on the surface. It doesn't fit into any box. And it doesn't follow a timeline given to us by anyone else. And it's certainly unapologetic. But it's ours. And it's what we do. Give yourself a little hug. Give yourself a smile. Yes. Smile and reflect and hug and share with your parents, with your children, with each other, and with yourself. And it may even lead to intimate stuff that you remember fondly or not, that you want to have happen again or not. Have a quiet smile to yourself about your memories of love. your crown starts with the understanding of what this is. And the frown, the crown, and the gown is what we're going to talk about. Yeah. So what is the frown? Write it down on a piece of paper. What is the crown and what is the gown? What is your understanding of those three things? Your frown, your crown, and your gown. Write it down. Because then you'll be able to look at what you wrote down at the end of this presentation and see whether or not your interpretation is the same as anyone else's. Not that anyone else's really matters. But your frown could be your skin. You may be walking through the world frowning and wondering why people aren't coming to you, or wearing your crown or not wearing your crown. And then what about the skin you're in? And what about the garments you wear? How are you showing up? As a result of what happens to us in life, how are you showing up? Many of us experience microaggressions, you know, that kind of thing where people want to violate your personal space. But remember that you are royal, you are majestic, it's your birthright and your heritage. And you should love that. You don't have to explain that to anyone, or you don't have to accept what people throw at us. You know, all those tropes. And what's our gown? How are we showing up? And how are you presenting yourself? As your true self or as the world wants you to be? How about you wear what you want to wear as long as it's appropriate, and show up as a version of you that reflects what's on the inside? That's the gown. When you walk into a room, people are supposed to notice something. How you wear yourself. So what's the largest organ in the human body? Let's see what you write down on a piece of paper. This is an opportunity for you to break all the rules. What's the largest organ when we think about black love? Largest organ in the human body. Yeah. Do some blue sky thinking and see what you come up with. It's actually the skin you're in. Your skin is part of the organic system of your human body. Melanin rich and full of science and secrets. Do you love it? So let's look at the holistic you. Let's not put it into a compartment, but let's look at it in different contexts. In the boardroom, the backroom, and the bedroom. How do we show up? And how do we manifest this thing called black love? So let's look at these names. The boardroom, it could be, you know, more than work. Not just an academy, but in spaces where your value is often questioned. It's that quiet defiance that says, I belong here. I belong here. And the backroom is where the decisions are made often, or where the reflections happen, and where we heal, where we rest, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually and psychologically. It's where we prepare for battle. When we're going out there, we come from a back room and we come into the front space. And then what about the bedroom? Well, that's where we let our guards down. It's not really about the physical bedroom, but it's the places that we go to do all those things, the spaces that we occupy, where we can let our guard down. It's where we gather our strength. Black love is where we gather our strength. In the kitchen, the bathroom, any other healing space we create, because love creates those sacred spaces where we nurture ourselves. And it also has its own flavor. Black love has a flavor. And the flavor sometimes changes. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's sour, sometimes it's sensual. It's a food that sustains us. It's fruit from the place that we come from, Africa. It's breadfruit, it's yam, but it's also hot fudge sundaes. It's the kind of love that nourishes you. And we have to be careful of the sour taste, the sour part of our tongue, as well as the sweet part. It's where we share laughs and other emotions. It's not something you can put in a box. We're outside of the box. It's a feeling. It's an experience. It's a vibration that you feel when you're loved, and you also feel it when you have less love. But it's a vibration, so you should be giving it. Because with a paradigm shift, we recognize when we give, we also get. Yep, together, and we laugh and smile. We plant seeds, and the seeds hopefully grow, and we nurture them. And we have visions of them, and sometimes they bring forth life, and we're pleased. And the seeds continue to grow, and we reflect, and sometimes there's some sadness, sorrow, deep reflection, and incredibly prayerful hope for the future. That's Black love. So we're creating our own definition of Black love because we don't need anyone else to tell us. We are so close to nature. Our love is rooted in something deeper than what you see on the TV. It's a NuBian-ically connected love. It's connected to the earth and to the universe and to our ancestors and to everything that came before us and everything that's going to come after us. It's in our blood. It's in the land, the earth. It's ancient. It's sacred. And it isn't defined by Europe or Eurocentric standards. It transcends the physical. It takes us through the hardest moments. It's the stuff that never lets us break. So we get weary, but we don't stop. No matter how many times the world tries to position us as less than, we know that we are more than. And we have to pass that wisdom down, across, and into the future for our children, from generation to generation, recognizing that it's on other people's shoulders, our ancestors, that we stand. So what is NuBian-ically Spiritual Love? Practice saying that. NuBian-ically. NuBian-ically. That's the kind of vibration we're talking about. We're actually exercising a muscle called our tongue so that we can express love in the way we want to express love. We want to transform ourselves, think differently, act differently, be different. Recognize the depth of our love and where it comes from. See, many of us think that we are not Black or African because we weren't born in Africa, but Africa is born within us, and that power is what we need to pull forward because it heals from within. We've no longer got to look around. We've got to do some inward gazing. We've got to go inside to all the places that we hide, because Black love changes everything. It transforms the life you live physically, mentally, and emotionally, so that when you love in a deep way, a way that challenges everything you've been taught by anyone else. Now, if you do your work and go through the world, you will meet others who also do their work. And when you have that vibration that moves through every part of you, it opens you up to the good things and makes you able to withstand the things that are not so wonderful. And then you can soar and embrace and evolve into something you never even knew you could be. How about that? Now I'm talking about Black love. Remember, it's transformative. It bonds family. It helps you to understand what's happened. And our axiology is together. To be on our own isn't our way. We are social beings. We are spiritual, manifesting as social beings. These are essential parts of what makes Black love powerful and unique. How we walk, how we talk, our swagger, our vibration, the whole world knows we have something just a little bit different. We're a force unapologetically, and we should act like a reflection of our deepest power. Live it. Let it redefine how you show up in the world. I hope you will embrace Black love in a way you never have before. I'm here. I'm about to launch my Empowerment Rites of Passage program on webinar for Black African heritage women. If you define yourself as Black, mixed, brown, let's go on a transformative journey, and we'll touch every stage of womanhood. Because women, we got to get our stuff together so that we can be the correct balance in life. Thank you for listening. Hit me up on Eventbrite. Come and see me on my website. Visit me on Instagram. Yeah? I hope you register now, because spaces are limited and it's only 9 series fortnightly, 90 minutes, and I can only take a certain amount of people. So thank you for the time. Thank you for the space, and I look forward to seeing you. And so I'm thanking you in anticipation of what we're going to do together. Peace, love, life, and laughter. That is my prayer for you. Once more with feeling. Just take my hand and lead me where you will. Woo! Love. Let's make it. Thank you. I am SisDr.